Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I love my time with you, but I'm wondering why you're not on the ship as I am right now. You need to be. You need to be here. Do your podcast from here. Have a great time. Come see me do Broadway songs. See me get wasted on tequila. There's lots of fun things to do on this ship.
Filling your ears, no latinum required. Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Always profit-free. Follow us on YouTube. Download at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your now tariff-free edition of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Thank you, Supreme Court. We could not afford that 10% tariff. This is Nick.
This is Bill.
This is Rob.
And we are excited to fill your earlobes with pop culture news.
We're giving this earlobes umaks. Like nobody else can.
Yes, but we're excited to fill your earlobes with pop culture news. I got some fun stuff I want to talk about today, from Scrubs to the Batman. There's going to be other stuff. I got an article about the 5 greatest directorial debuts of all time that I want to talk about. Yep.
Is Ron Howard going to be one?
We have to see.
Bill, were you privy to that episode?
He was not.
No.
We got
And of course, our greatest passion, as you know, is Star Trek. We hit that up in the second half of the episode. We're continuing season 6, and we are continuing with the season 6 episode, Rascals. And
we always say the second half, but it's never like the second half.
It's
like the last quarter, last third.
Well, to be fair, we usually spend 45 minutes talking about nonsense and then 40 minutes or so talking about Star Trek. So that's pretty.
We only have one
last
episode.
Week. Last week was a pretty heavy Star Trek episode. Yeah. So this week will not be as, I mean, it will be, but it won't be.
You guys talked about a lot of death.
Did we?
We did.
Yeah, like right there, kind of like in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
We were talking about funerals and everything like that.
And I talked about George Papard's grave.
Yes, you did. Someone asked about where that was in Dearborn.
And I was going to respond. I never got a chance to.
Where is it at in Dearborn?
It's I actually have to look it up because I know where it is, but I forgot the name of the cemetery.
I didn't realize he was buried here in Michigan. I knew he was from Dearborn. I didn't realize he was buried here.
Mm-hmm.
Northview Cemetery. So if you're watching, George Papard is buried in Northview Cemetery. And some little background. The reason I was in the cemetery, I wasn't like grave robbing or doing anything.
Necrophilia?
At the time,
I hope not.
At the time, I was working for the city of Dearborn. I was working on a survey crew, and we were doing a survey, and we had to go through the cemetery for this survey. And I said, "Oh, that's George Papard's grave," because I knew he was from Dearborn. I said, "Okay." That's why I was at George Papard's grave. I wasn't doing anything goofy.
I just thought you were a big A-Team fan, and you're like, I must go to all their graves.
I am a big A-Team fan, and I do need to visit all the graves, but I have to wait for the other guys to die.
Yeah.
Because so far, he's the only one who left. He was not a very nice guy.
I heard on the show he was very jealous of Mr. T and Dwight Schultz.
And one thing that I found out recently that surprised me was
sad.
that Mr. T, even though that was his first acting job, he was paid more than George Papard.
Yeah.
And George Papard had been like this big movie star.
Well,
for
then that
decades.
makes sense why there would be some jealousy.
No,
there.
he was just an asshole.
Yeah, he was not very.
He didn't need a reason to.
He was
jerk
just
to Mr. T.
just a prick to everyone.
Yeah, he was just a prick, but this made it worse.
What a jerk. What a jerk. That's sad. That breaks my heart.
But I love it when a plan comes together.
Yes.
I see what you did there. Hey, Rob's back from the dead.
Hey,
I have arisen.
Up from the grave, he arose.
Nobody stays dead around here.
I am here.
We resurrect. Yeah. Rob died. This has been a weird month because we've had a Nick-less episode, a Rob-less episode, a Bill-less episode, and a Sean-less episode.
Well, we've had a few without Sean and Bill in the past.
Right? Exactly. But still, within this last month, we've rotated the guests.
Yeah.
So they've got to experience everyone, which is pretty sweet.
I like it when people experience me.
I'm sure you do. Yeah. So with all that said, gentlemen, I do have some news that I want to share. So Scrubs comes out this Wednesday.
Yeah, buddy.
Which I'm super excited about. And the reviews have been slightly mixed.
I think they've been violently mixed.
I saw a review, and once again, I've never seen the show. I've never seen a single episode.
Yeah.
But I saw one review, and they were saying it was cringe. I'm like, ugh.
I mean, the original Scrubs is kind of cringe, though, if you watch it. It is in a lot of ways. This review gave it a 9 out of 10 that I'm looking at. The one I like, the website I like to go to for a lot of my TV news, movie news is JoeBlow.com, JOBLO.com. I
Joe
like
Blows?
that.
Who did Joe Blow?
I don't know. Yeah. And they gave it a 9 out of 10. They said the emotional elements in the comedy work hand in hand. If the revival doesn't click with audience, Scrubs will at least have redeemed itself with a much more fitting final chapter, that's great after season 9.
I hope they're able to kind of dial into that seasons like 1 through 5 where they can balance the humor and then get really dark at the same time.
Yeah, because it got very zany towards the
And
end.
I like the zany. Don't get me wrong. Love the zany. Because the actors did a really nice job with it, but I want to see some more of that balance because that was a lot of fun.
Every so often I think, maybe I'll check out Scrubs because you guys talk about it all the time. You love the show.
Love it.
And I say, maybe I'll check it out, but I'm afraid to. Like, what if I like it? Then I'm stuck watching the show. I don't need to waste any more time watching
It's
TV.
a half an hour.
It's a half an hour.
Nobody cares, Sean.
Did you drop that last week? Because I haven't got
I
that.
did.
Okay, good.
I did.
I mean, but
That's JD from Scrubs.
I am never going to just watch a half hour of the show. If I enjoy the show, if I like it, I'm going to do maybe 4 or 5 episodes a night, and I don't have the time for that. Mm-hmm. I rewatched King of the Hill recently. I love King of the Hill, and I've seen all those episodes. I was still watching 4 or 5 episodes a night.
How do we convince you to watch
Bill.
some Scrubs?
I knew it was coming.
Make him do a Scrubs rewatch. Well, Sean and Bill are going to do a Deep Space Nine.
I heard that. You
spot
guys were
on
talking about
the
that last
show,
week.
and I might try to rewatch along the same time as them. But that's a lot of
will
commitment.
drop in and out, but I don't think I'll do it every week with you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's been a few years since I've gone through Deep Space Nine.
Love it.
And
And
that's
to
coming-
answer your question, do you have digital antenna at your house?
No.
So on channel 2.3, which is if you have a digital channel, every like Fox channel 2 has like sub channels. There's a channel called Heroes and Villains.
Heroes and Icons.
Heroes and Icons. And
When I used to have cable, I have that.
Star Trek, the original series runs at 7, TNG 8, Deep Space 9, Voyager at 10, and Enterprise at 11.
Yep, I used to catch it when I had cable. We got rid of cable like a year and a half ago.
So, but if you ever get a digital antenna, you can get it over the air.
Sweet.
Sometimes I go to bed to it.
I might have to get Nick to come over and install my digital antenna. Is it hard?
No. I can help you too.
Right.
We could both help you.
Yeah,
Why is
We
it
could tag team you.
Why isn't it hard? You don't like us?
I don't like it. I don't.
It's very difficult.
I killed it.
It's very difficult.
It's very difficult. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I was coughing.
So expect on next week's episode to hear a lot about Scrubs.
Yeah, I'm going to be talking about Scrubs.
Yes.
For sure next week.
Thank God I won't be here.
Oh my gosh, I'll be talking about Scrubs. Was Sean didn't like Scrubs, did he?
I think Sean's indifferent.
Yeah. How can you be indifferent?
I
to
don't know.
Scrubs?
You either love it or hate it, right?
I think so because Leslie, his wife, hates it.
Well, she hates the theme song because I would fall asleep to watching the Scrubs with the box sets. And then once it got to the end of it, it would be like, I can't do this all on my own. I'm no Superman. And then it would repeat over and over and over and over again.
Like in the menu.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of theme songs, a show that I did love that you guys have never watched that you seem indifferent
Believe it or not.
to is Psych.
Oh, it's like
I haven't seen Psych.
It had an amazing theme song because the theme song pretty much told the story of the show.
Is it streaming anywhere?
Probably. Let me see. I'm sure it is.
Nobody cares.
Bill.
Nobody cares.
See
You
what
do
I did
care.
there?
The fact that you took the time to do that shows that you care.
See what I did though?
That's true.
Like I covered up Sean with Bill.
Yep.
See what I did?
Yeah, we saw that.
And it sounded like it was JD, but it was my voice.
Oh, nice.
So Psych is streaming on Peacock.
I might give an episode.
I knew you were going to do that.
I might try an episode or two.
I'll try it. People, you know what? I used to have youth group kids who were obsessed with Psych, and they would do watch parties with Psych.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and from what I understand of what you guys like about Scrubs, you would probably like Psych because it's really zany and goofy too.
Yeah. I'd check it out.
Yeah, I'll give it a whirl.
I'll check it out. Okay.
So, the question about Psych. Do you need to kind of get through the first season?
I don't think you need to get through the first season, but you do need to get through the first episode.
Okay, because Scrubs,
that's fine.
You kind of have to journey in the first season to get the feel of it.
No, that's not
Yeah,
what Psych. I mean,
okay.
you do watch Sean and Gus's relationship. Although they've been best friends their entire life, you do see their relationship grow and change throughout the first season. But you can also tell these guys have been best buds forever. Okay. So, it's
Friends forever.
I have a question for anybody listening /watching /want to text /want to comment.
No, they don't.
What shows may we have not watched that you have watched that you would say is really good? 734-494-0980.
I think Annette was one who mentioned Psych too, right? If I recall.
I don't recall.
Back in the day.
We did get a short text from her, though.
Yes.
I know.
Mentioning that Rascals is her favorite
And I'm not
episode.
telling
One
the
of it,
truth.
yeah.
Yeah, one of her favorites.
I know.
Brody
You
would tell
know
us to watch
you don't have any
WWE.
proof.
Yes, he would.
Yeah.
Watch WWE.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up watching wrestling, and I watched wrestling well into my 30s, and I finally grew out of it. And I'm not really tired of it. I just stopped watching. But it was like within the last 10 years that I finally, I don't want to say grew out of it, so probably into my 40s, but I finally just put it away.
Yeah. Speaking of WWE, it's not really WWE, but it's WWE adjacent, right? I watched The Smashing Machine the other day.
Oh, how was that?
It was okay. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't bad. It definitely felt like Oscar bait, right? Like he took the role just to win an Oscar.
Oh, different Smashing Machine that I watched last night.
Yeah, very different Smashing Machine. No, with it had The Rock in it, of course, Dwayne Johnson.
It's had a rock in it.
Yeah, it did.
And then, and then my favorite, Emily Blunt. Gosh, I love Emily Blunt so much. Oh,
John Krasinski, get him!
so what? Screw you, John Krasinski. I'm very jealous of you, my man.
I'm Team Jim Halpert.
Well, I mean, good for that. Good for that. Jim Halpert is kind of a prick in Scrubs, actually, or Office. If you go back and
really.
rewatch The Office, he's
He
kind
is.
of a
He's
prick.
and I like Jim.
He feels
but
like he's better than everyone else.
He does feel
and
that.
then when he does rise up to become like better than them, not better, but like becomes a boss, he's incompetent and really bad at his job. And like,
I guess I don't remember that.
yeah, he's not a good boss. And then that whole arc with Charles Minor where he's just like a joke and Charles is asking him.
Now, I love that.
Yeah,
Because everybody loved Jim. It's like Jim could not do no wrong.
he used his
Charles
charm.
didn't like Jim from the start,
Yeah.
and he never warmed up to him. I
To-
thought that was
all
just
the way
awesome.
to the end, and like they brought that bit back later on with that.
He's like, he's not even my boss anymore.
yeah. It's a trip. So Smashing Machine, solid. I would give it like a 7 out of 10. I also saw Rob and I went to the movies yesterday with our wives. We went on a date night, and we saw Send Help with
heard of that. Who's
Rachel
in it?
McAdams,
Yep, and it's Sam Raimi movie.
Sam Raimi.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I know I saw the trailer for it, but I'm like, which one is that? I just, when you said the title, I knew it was something I wanted to see.
Yeah, it's trippy, man. Like, you don't know what's going. Like, you don't know who you're rooting for. You don't know who's the bad guy in it.
Well, you know who the bad guy is, but you kind of side with that bad guy
Oh.
in a way
intriguing.
where we try to justify that person's actions
Yeah.
because you're like, okay, I get it.
Yeah. There's a moment where finally you're like, okay. It's kind of like in Breaking Bad where there's a moment where you're like rooting for Walter White, and all of a sudden you're like, I've been rooting for the bad guy the whole time. When he finally makes the switch.
I love a movie with a relatable bad guy, one
Yeah.
where you don't necessarily hate him. You say, okay, I can see why he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So Send Help was a trip. The gore was hilarious, actually. There was jump scares in there. It definitely felt like a Sam Raimi movie with some of his shots that he
So
does.
Sam Raimi has finally returned to horror.
Yes and no, because it's not
I
really
wouldn't
a
call it
horror
horror,
movie,
yeah.
but there's jump scares and there's like, I don't know. It's pretty like there's a scene where she's hunting a boar, which is very
Oh my
gory.
gosh.
Like extremely gory, and it's freaking hilarious too.
Yeah.
I'm like cracking up the whole time I'm watching it, but it was a trip.
And one of the things, Bill, you may not know, but I'm a huge Bruce Campbell fan, and so is Sam Raimi. And if bonus points if you can spot the Bruce Campbell cameo.
Uh-huh.
I didn't catch it until like they mentioned it after the movie, and I'm like, crap.
So when I go to see that movie, I'm going to be looking for Bruce Campbell now.
Yeah.
I think they were friends. They grew up together. So it's not
Yeah, they grew up in the area.
Yeah. No, they're from here in
They
Detroit.
went to Eisenhower High School in Shelby.
Was it Shelby?
Yeah, or
I
something.
thought they were further south.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Shelby. So, yeah, it's definitely worth seeing. I thought it was really good.
I was pleasantly surprised because I go into those kind of movies and I'm like, oh, whatever. But I'm like, this was a lot of fun.
I was cracking up. I was also like, oh my gosh, with some of the gore.
Yeah.
I was like, I was in suspense with some of the things that were going to happen. Right. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
I miss original movies. I really miss original movies. And that was an original movie. And it's made a lot of money, I think. Let me look up.
Which is surprising because they usually don't anymore.
Steven Spielberg has a movie coming out this summer, and it looked
Oh,
good.
the Disclosure Day.
Disclosure Day. That's what I knew.
Yeah.
It's something day, and
Yeah.
that looks really good. I hope I'm not disappointed when it comes out.
Yep. It's made $51 million so far. Sundhelp has.
That's not bad.
That's not bad for.
On a budget of?
Let me find out. Budget of $40 million. Oh, box office is now at $76 million. Budget of $40 million.
All right, there we go.
I once heard that Hollywood considers a movie success only if it makes back 2.5 times its production costs. Mm-hmm. So they're well on their way.
Yep.
Yeah.
And because of this show giving it props, droves of people are going to go.
Go see that movie. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to go see it.
Honestly, go see it. It's worth seeing. Leslie said that she thought it's better in the theater. She thought it would be better in the theater than at home. And I'm like, I think this is a good one either way.
I think you could have got away with it as long as you're watching on a small screen.
Right. Critical response has been really good. Rotten Tomatoes, it's at 93%. Critics have given it a B+ on the A+ to F scale, an average grade of B+. Mm-hmm. So, I mean,
That's like a 7 or 8 for us.
that's yeah, exactly. It's pretty good. Other news I want to share with you. Man of Tomorrow starts filming in a few weeks.
Okay.
Oh, really? Does it?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. Starts filming in a few weeks. Yep.
James Gunn don't play.
Rumor has it they have somebody locked in for Wonder Woman as well. I read that while I was
heard
gone.
that rumor, which is why they canceled the prequel that they were going to do.
Yeah.
Themyscira.
I know, I can never pronounce it right.
It's Themyscira.
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 Yes.
Hey, look at you.
Themyscira.
We should make Sean pronounce it.
Yeah, we should. Oh, pronounce DC words with Sean.
Yeah.
Sound like, fuck you guys.
That is filming in just a couple days, they said, and then the Batman starts filming at the beginning of May.
Really? Finally.
I mean, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that hurts that film with how far apart they're doing them, especially with the DC universe relaunching. They had an opportunity to kind of
show outing when it comes out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You rented the theater the one time for the Batman.
Yep.
I'm there.
Back in the right after COVID, he rented a whole theater, and there was like 20 of us in there.
Another one that they're taking their sweet time putting out, and I don't understand this, is the last Spider-Verse movie.
Oh, I know.
That the second one came out, I think, in 2023.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, the third one was already completed.
Oh, really?
And it's like, okay, why are they waiting like 4 years to release the last one? And I understand they weren't happy with it, and they went back and changed some stuff.
Is that what it was?
Does it take 4 years?
No, it shouldn't. And again, you're going to hurt it unless they're trying to somehow tie it into the Marvel universe or something. I don't know.
I hope that's not what they're doing.
I hope not to.
When I was dead, did I hear that there's a Nick Cage Spider Noir movie coming out?
It's a TV show.
The TV show, it's live action?
Yeah.
How did I miss that?
I don't know. I missed it too. Like, I didn't think it was actually happening. And
I kind of missed it because I knew it was happening, but I thought it was a movie. It was like, no, it's a TV show.
Yeah, there's a trailer out for it and everything.
I'll have to watch
on the
that.
tubes of you.
I don't know how I heard that, but I think maybe someone was talking about while I was in line for something.
Yeah, and he's not playing a Peter Parker character; it's a different character.
It's Ben Reilly.
Yeah. Ben Reilly. He said, yeah.
Legal reasons.
For legal reasons, because it's Sony, so they can't. Which is so stupid. Sony, just give up, man.
Yeah, it's just too complicated.
Just give up.
I know.
Just sell the rights to Marvel already.
They actually told Disney if they wanted the rights to Spider-Man, it's going to cost them $10 billion. And that's what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not. And apparently Disney passed.
Well, $10 billion is ridiculous because I don't even think they paid that
one
much
character.
for Star Wars or.
They didn't.
Yeah, that's absurd. I think it was like $4 billion. But
Sony can't do shit with Spider-Man. Every time they try to do something with that universe,
Madam Web.
It sucks. Yeah, and I haven't seen that one yet.
You had Kraven the Hunter.
I've seen Kraven the Hunter, and what was the other one with Jared Leto?
I heard Venom.
Morbius.
Yeah, that was awful.
I heard the first Venom was good, but it kind of went downhill.
First Venom was really good. The second one it sucked. I didn't like that second one at all. The third one, it wasn't nearly as good as the first one, but it wasn't nearly as bad as the second one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yesterday I was at work and I was getting texts from people going on the Star Trek cruise.
Yeah.
So we made 2 or 3 friends that we really kind of connected with on the cruise. Rachel, Patrick, Derek, if they're listening. And they're sending me texts from the ship.
They're on a cruise right now. They're not listening.
Yeah. Well, no, they might listen when they get
the
back.
Star Trek cruise is happening right now?
Yeah, they boarded yesterday.
They boarded yesterday.
And so I was getting pictures from them. I'm like, you guys are jerks. Like, wish you guys were coming.
Are you texting, or is it through Instagram?
It's texting.
That's right, because you exchanged all your information.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
So like we met Rachel and Patrick on an excursion on the Star Trek cruise.
We had a blast.
We had an absolute blast. Derek, we just I think we were on the same deck and we did a deck party.
We did, and he was super drunk the first time. Like blackout drunk the first time we met him, and we're like, "What is going on with this guy?" And then he's a trip.
And then
He's
they
awesome.
did the kind cat calling.
Yeah,
together.
What?
We sat at the bar in the promenade.
Quarks.
Quarks, and anytime someone would walk by, we would heckle them with positive cat calls, like "You look like you use shampoo and conditioner." Like, "Damn girl, you shampoo and condition." So they thought we were hitting on them, but then they realized, we weren't hitting on them. We were just being kind to them.
I like that.
Yeah.
Polite cat calling.
So, yeah, it just made for that moment yesterday, I'm going, I wish I was going, man. So, show meeting.
Yeah.
Only so many dollars in the wallet, though.
Yeah, that's 100% true.
It is so expensive. I mean,
And I definitely want to go on a Star Trek cruise one day, but
2 years.
yeah, 2 years.
We'll regroup and we'll do 2 years.
this sounds sacrilegious, but I don't really have an interest in seeing the original crew people. Like Shatner, I could care
At this
less.
point, no.
I don't want to see Shatner.
First of all, is you couldn't care less. Get it straight.
Thank you.
What did I say?
You said you could care less. I could care less.
Okay.
I mean,
That means you care.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pet peeve of mine, too.
It's not. I hate that.
Yeah.
I couldn't care less.
So here's just a for instance. This is Star Trek The Cruise 10. Price per guest, just per guest. For a studio, or for an interior. So this would be for like 3 people.
And the interior worked. It did.
For 3 people, you could do in the interior, $2,700 a person.
Wow.
All right. So you're talking $8,000 for 3 people in an interior room. Whereas if you did that just on a normal cruise, you're paying $2,000, right?
We paid like $2,000 for our cruise that
Yep.
we took a couple weeks ago, and we had a balcony with a hammock.
Oh, do you want to know how much the balcony view is?
Yes, just for kicks and giggles.
$4,910 per person.
That's why we did the interior room when we went.
Because we were never in there truly. So
We rotated naps. Like I took a nap one day, Nick took a nap one day, so on.
and then Joe got COVID. And
Yeah.
then- yeah.
So like that's the only time, because you could just, if you're gonna sit out and chill, do it on the deck. You know what I mean?
How long is the cruise?
7 days.
7 days.
7 full days.
Oh, and this is the cost for next year. This is the cost for 2027. Booking opens March 5th. So it would be $2,700 per person for an interior. Oh, I think Rob, you and I could get $2,570 because it says past guests. Yeah.
Okay.
So we could get $200 off. So
We could just lie about his identity.
My name's Joe.
I'm Joe. Yeah, we could do that. So anyways, Star Trek cruise people, have a great time.
Absolutely. Have fun. Have a drink for me. Have you guys?
Cheers.
I know, right? Eric Dane.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that sucked.
Wow. Like how fast it happened.
Rest
And
in
I
peace,
watched
man.
a video of him yesterday. He recorded a goodbye to his kids.
And gave him 4 rules to live by.
Yeah. And they're solid rules.
Yeah.
But how fast that happened, just can you imagine within a year you get the diagnosis of disease and then you're dead?
He had ALS.
ALS.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a weird way, it's like I was just talking with y'all upstairs. I don't think you were here yet, but we were talking about Eric Dane, and I'm like, there's a certain gift in how quickly it progresses, because by the time you realize what's happening, it's over, basically. Yeah. But then that's also a curse, because like every day you feel the progression. Like every day there's less and less you can do.
Yeah.
And things become harder and harder every day. Like ALS is just a special form of hell.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's crazy. And like, you got stuff like Parkinson's, and Parkinson's is usually a slower progression over the years. But yeah, it's crazy, man.
I knew Eric Dane. I forgot. It wasn't from Grey's Anatomy. I knew him from something else, and I can't remember what it was.
Let me see what else he was in.
But was he BJ and the Bear Guy?
No.
No?
No, that was first of all, Eric Dane is my age. BJ and Bear I watched that when I was a kid.
Okay. I couldn't place it.
I can't remember
sure.
that. Greg Gavigan was BJ and the Bear.
Nice pull.
He was in Bad Boys Ride or Die,
Maybe
2024.
Maybe Bad Boys.
Burlesque, Valentine's Day, Marley and Me, Open Water 2, X-Men The Last Stand. He played Multiple Man, Feast, So Good, The Basket.
He was in a TV show that I never watched, but I wanted to watch called The Last Ship.
Yes.
Oh, I've heard of
Oh,
that
yeah,
one.
he was the captain.
He was the captain.
Yeah, where it was like something happened and they're
It
the
was
only...
a global pandemic,
Yeah,
and they're like the last ship, the last Navy ship.
yeah. That's not touched, yeah.
Was it called The Burn?
He was in Charmed. Did you watch Charmed?
I did not watch
Did
Charmed.
not watch
Silk Stockings, he was in as an episode. He was a private dancer.
Hot.
Hot.
A private dancer, a dancer for money. I'm sorry, that's next.
I mean, he had a role in just 2025 in a show called Countdown. He was 13 episodes.
It's just wild, man. Just how devastating that disease is.
And once again, it's the same. I had the same thoughts and feelings that I had last week when we talked about James Vanderbeek. I mean, James Vanderbeek, we're essentially the same age. He was a few years younger than me. Me and what's his name? We're just Eric Dane. We're the same age. And it's like, and I know you can die at any time, but
Sure.
I keep hearing about these people who are my age or younger passing.
Right.
And I guess when you get in your 50s, you shouldn't be surprised, but it's still like, we're the same age.
Yeah, he recorded a note to his kids, and like one of the things when I was watching, one of the 4 things is live now. I'll forward it to you later.
Yeah.
And it was very wow. Just I don't know, man. It's not very often I'm left a little bit speechless, and I wasn't left speechless, but I was fully engaged in that video he recorded. Yeah, it's wild.
Wild.
Wild West. Wiki wild.
Wiki wild. I have one more thing I wanted to share.
Shoot.
And it was this article that had the 5 greatest directorial debuts of all
Oh
time.
God.
I want to hear
So
this.
this was interesting. Some of them are like older movies, but like I'm like, wow, that's their directorial debut. That's impressive, right? Because I don't know the name of the director because they're older, but I know the movie. Like
they
the
have
Maltese
Duel by Steven Spielberg?
the Maltese Falcon by John Huston. That's a classic. Everyone knows the Maltese Falcon. There's another one called The Night of the Hunter by Charles Lawton. Never heard of it.
You know what I'm saying? That was a really good movie. My mother loved that movie, and I saw it a few times when I was a kid. And I saw it in a film class when I was in college.
Okay, all right. Shawshank Redemption by Frank Darabont.
That was his
first?
That was his directorial debut.
That was really good.
Yep.
Knocked it out the park.
District 9 by Neil Blomkamp.
Blomkamp.
Yep.
Best I can do with it.
Dude, it's such a good movie,
That was really
District
good,
9. You never saw District 9, did you? Oh,
No, sir.
Gosh, so good. And another one called In Bruges by Martin McDonough.
Yep.
So
I haven't seen that one.
That's the top 5.
That's Colin Farrell, I think, is in that one.
So I would be curious if you could think of like best directorial debuts of all time. Like, well, first of all, can you? Right?
I
can't think.
Talk about on the spot.
Yes.
I'll get back with you in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Let's see. Reservoir Dogs.
That's a good one.
Get Out by what's his name? Peele.
Yeah,
Jordan Peele.
Mm-hmm.
Evil Dead. Sam Raimi.
Mm-hmm.
I love Evil Dead.
Clerks.
Clerks is a great one.
Let's think. Let me think of some other ones. Actually, Ex Machina was Alex Garland. He's a good director.
That was a good one. I like that.
I'm just looking through somehow you're on the internet.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at some of the movies with first, directorial debuts here. Shaun of the Dead by Edgar Wright.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Lady Bird by Greta Gerwig. She's become a big director. And that was a good movie. I mean, some of these are like good ones.
Spike Lee, she's got to have it.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
When you said Lady Bird, I thought Lady Hawk. There was a sci-fi fantasy movie from the 80s.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Like Lady Hawk. Oh, Lady Hawk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chris Columbus, Adventures in Babysitting. That's a good start.
That is a good start for his career.
That's a good start.
They had this for Citizen Kane too. For Orson Welles, that was his first movie.
Was that the one where Vincent D'Onofrio played the mechanic.
I'm not sure.
It's been so long since.
I think that was it. Adventures in Babysitting.
It was a fun movie. And Chris Columbus,
He played a mechanic. He had long blonde hair and he had a hammer. They called him Thor.
Being John Malkovich, Spike Jonze. That's a good debut. Yeah, they got Clerks in here. Yeah, some of these are not great.
Eddie Murphy directed Harlem Nights.
He did.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Oh, Sam Mendes with American Beauty. That's a good directorial debut.
I didn't care for that movie.
I didn't either, but like it's a solid movie.
Yeah, I guess.
Rob Reiner with This Is Spinal Tap. There you go. That's a good career debut. I'm trying to look through some of these.
I know this is rough, man.
These are hard. That's what she said.
Yeah.
I beat you to it, Bill.
Yep.
Beat you to it. Yeah, I'm running out.
I got nothing, man.
I'm running out.
It's a dead air.
Anyways, that's an interesting thing to look at, like directorial debuts. It'd almost be interesting to look at it from the opposite angle of like, what is the worst directorial debut of all time of a director who became absolutely incredible?
Jean de Bont, Speed. Like how cool! What a great movie to start off with.
But what else did he do?
Twisters, things like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, in the
Speed. He did Twister. Yeah. Die Hard. I thought you said Twisters. I thought you said Twisters.
I may have.
He didn't do Die Hard.
Die Hard with a Vengeance, I think, or one of the other Die Hards.
He was a producer on it. That's what it was.
Cinematographer before.
Yeah, that's what it was. Director, Speed, Twister, Speed 2, Cruise Control, The Haunting, and then Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, Cradle of Life, and that was it. That's director.
So he started off strong and just kind of tapered down.
Yeah, he tinkered down. Speed and Twister, though, like for your first two movies, but then he did Speed 2. That's your biggest
Strike
mistake.
one, buddy.
Strike one. Then he did
He's out of there.
The Haunting. I don't really remember that one.
What
It,
film was that? Was
that Owen Wilson?
Yeah.
I think that was Owen Wilson.
That was Liam Neeson, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Owen Wilson.
Yep.
Good call.
Because it came out in the theaters when I still worked there.
Yeah.
And so it was a take on the novel The Haunting of Hill House.
Yep.
A much better take on that is The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix. Watch that instead.
Yep. Well, there you go.
Although you mentioned Owen Wilson, he had a really cool death scene, I think, in that movie.
Yep.
Okay.
I used to get so annoyed by Owen Wilson, but then after was it Zoolander maybe? Where I'm like, I like this guy a lot.
You gave him a break. You're
Yeah.
like, okay, he's not bad. He's not bad. He's fine.
Well, he started kind of leaning into that role, that and Wedding Crashers, and I'm like, okay, I'm on board.
We can get along.
Owen Wilson, come on.
Wait, do that again.
I'm Owen Wilson. Come on, man.
No.
That was not good.
but that's a good white person voice. They used to, like that's like the stereotypical white person you just did.
That's not what I was going for. I was trying to do Owen
That sounded
Wilson.
like a white person, like a plain Jane white person.
Okay.
I mean, if that's good for anything.
Kind of like my British accent. It sucks.
What's your British accent?
I don't know if I can.
Oi,
do it.
oi, mate, oi,
What's all this done?
What was
That's all I
that?
can think of.
oi, oi. Tea and crumpets, oi.
Jesus.
Bad, isn't it?
If we have any British listeners, I apologize in advance.
He's awful at this.
Can I have a water bottle?
He doesn't sound British at all. Neither does Bill.
We suck, Bill.
I love to do accents, but I don't know if I'm any good at it. So
Yeah, same here. I love
Yeah,
accents.
I
but I'm
love
not
to do
good.
it.
I'm always impressed at actors who can do really good.
hell yeah.
Oh yeah, when they get the voice coaches and everything. Yeah, for sure. Speaking of accents, we got some accents that come up in Rascals today.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. Shall we move on to Rascals, or do you guys got anything else?
I think we're good. I think lock and load.
Let's move on to Rascals. Okay, we are in Star Trek: The Next Generation, Season 6, Episode 7, directed by Adam Nimoy.
Yeah.
Adam Nimoy directed, story by Ward Botsford, Diana Drew Botsford, and Michael Pell.
Adam Nimoy liked a comment I made on a Star Trek post once.
I think you told me that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, Rascals, pretty simple plot. Jean-Luc Picard, Keiko, Ro, and Guinan are all heading back to the Enterprise when
you forget the black one.
Yeah.
dang it, when some emergency energy field hits
Strange
them.
energy.
They beam them back, but they're only able to beam 40% of them back. Why? Because 40% of them means they're children. So they come back as children, and the whole episode is them as children trying to figure out how to be present. Guinan's loving it. She loves being a kid.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Keiko. I know.
Jeez.
O'Brien's living out his own island fantasy.
No Epstein.
No Epstein there. That was weird. That whole thing was weird. Ro is living in denial because her childhood sucked and she doesn't want to be a kid. And Jean-Luc wants to still be the captain of the ship. He finally steps down, but the second he steps down, the Ferengi take over the ship because Worf is a terrible security guard. They take over the ship way too easily. There's
like 6 of them or
There's
something.
6 of them, and they take over the whole ship.
I think they implied there's more, but obviously they didn't have the budget for it or something.
Yeah,
This is a bottle show.
This is a bottle episode. So it's up to the kids to rescue the Enterprise, and the kids end up rescuing the Enterprise, and at the end of the episode, they figure out a way to transport them back and make them their normal age. The end.
2 fun facts that you guys may not know about this episode.
I bet I know one of them.
Okay. The actor who played young Jean-Luc Picard
That's
played
what I know.
his nephew in Family.
Yep. I knew
Yep.
that.
Renee.
I knew I recognized him from somewhere.
And due to my love of this movie, I know this one. The young lady who played young Guinan played young Whoopi Goldberg in Sister Act.
No
Oh, really?
Yep.
way.
Okay.
Yep. I think this came out not long after or before Sister Act.
You know what?
All right.
They nailed the kids here, minus Keiko.
Yeah,
like,
Keiko.
Keiko is just kind of there. But that's kind of Keiko's character in general. She's just kind of there, right?
Yeah.
But like the Guinan, I thought was
She was
perfect.
Yeah.
Like spot on. Had her mannerisms down and everything. Like,
had that kind of soothing approach to ways.
Yeah, like even the Jean-Luc was.
Dolores Cartier. Sorry, I see her and I think it's Sister Act.
Yeah, I hear you. But even like the Jean-Luc was really good. David Birkin was the name of the kid who played Jean-Luc.
I wonder what it looks like now. Does it look like Patrick Stewart? Probably not.
Megan Parlin was Laren. Caroline Junko King was Keiko, and Isis Carmen Jones was Guinan. So they all did amazing. I looked up David Birkin. It doesn't really look like he does much.
Yeah.
With a voice like that?
He studied anthropology at Oxford.
Dang.
He completed his Master's of Arts at the Slade School of Fine Arts. Yeah. He's a PhD candidate in the Department of Visual Cultures at Goldsmith College, University of London. So this guy, that's where his career went.
So he made something of himself
Yeah.
outside of acting.
His film credits, he was in Return of the Musketeers, Impromptu, Les Miserables, All the Queen's Men, Charlotte Gray, Sylvia. So he's not a big actor.
There's something about Ronald D. Moore. I'm trying to find it. But
Something Ronald D. Moore.
Ronald D. Moore, where is it?
Let me find it. Let me see if I can find it. He did the final rewrite.
So he did the final rewrite. When Michael brought the premise, I thought he was completely insane. And a way team rematerializes as transporters children with adult minds. He tried to bury the idea.
Yep.
Which, of course, meant that I would get saddled with writing the script.
Yep.
So he came through him and he had to write the script. And it's not his favorite assignment. It was very difficult to write. And he just kind of bashed like all the little things where Riker was talking about trying to confuse the Ferengi with technobabble. That was Ronald D. Moore's backhanded slight at how they had to rely on technobabble on the show. So it's just he wasn't pleased to.
I was impressed because, I get the impression that Riker was supposed to be just making that stuff up on the spot. He wasn't like giving real stuff. And I was impressed. Like, okay, Riker.
Oh, he's going balls deep with it.
Yeah, he was. He went right into it.
Yep.
I do like how when in the writing of this episode, they were trying to decide on what alien creature to use. And they're like, should we use the Klingons? Should we use the Cardassians? No, they're too threatening to children. Who would be less threatening to children? Ferengi, because they're the same height.
Yeah.
Like you're fighting someone who's kind of on equal footing as you. So
I had a problem with the fact that, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I have a problem with the fact that the only one of those kids who were excited about being a kid again was Guinan.
Yeah, because Guinan's like thousands of years old too, right?
I mean, like, the dream is to be able to relive your life as a kid, knowing what you know now. If I was stuck in a situation like that, keep your cure. I've got a do-over.
I think with the other three, though, they have an argument for it. Picard is Picard. Picard hates kids.
I can get him. He hates kids. He's worked hard to get where he wants
Ro
to be.
Lauren grew up in a prison camp.
Yeah, so Ro Laren I can understand too.
Lauren, gosh.
No, now see, she's the one I don't understand because she had such an awful childhood. Now she has a chance to have a real childhood.
But she did once Guinan really got her to kind of jump on the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and once again, I'd have been like, keep your cure. I'm staying like this.
And Keiko,
No.
well, they debated that, by the way, with Ro about keeping her as a kid, but they said that make things way too complicated.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Bring her as a kid on the Enterprise. Like, what would they do with that?
Yeah. So, and then Keiko, she's just.
And I guess I can see her too because she's married. She's got a husband. She's got a child. Wouldn't want to stay as a child.
Man, what awkward scenes though for O'Brien. He's just chilling on his couch watching a little.
Poor. They really like to torture O'Brien.
And like she's over there cuddling him, and he's like, ooh.
It was an O'Brien Must Suffer episode pre-DS9.
Yeah,
I know.
and I appreciate so much
You're right.
how uncomfortable he was with everything.
Chris Hansen's about to storm into the Enterprise.
Was O'Brien on the Epstein list?
Oh my gosh.
Was he redacted?
He's, oh my gosh. But like, what an uncomfortable, and I know you kind of have to write it, but don't use Keiko as a character for that then, because that's just that whole thing was uncomfortable to me.
Yeah, oh hell yeah, it was.
Like, there's just,
it probably wasn't back then when we watched it, because that's actually one of my mom's favorite episodes.
I love this episode.
Yeah, so do I.
I think it's a
Wait.
really fun episode.
You liked the fun episode?
I did. I really enjoyed it.
Here in Deep Space Nine, he hated the fun episodes.
Nick is where fun goes to die.
I do.
Yep.
I don't view this.
Hated
this
the
doesn't
fun.
seem like as fun of an episode as you think, though. Like
it
maybe
is.
that's the argument you can make. I mean, they do fun things in there.
I want to see
By
my
the way,
father
that Strange New Worlds reference wasn't intentional.
That was pretty good.
That was
I
funny.
want to see my dad. And he goes over and hugs Riker.
Yeah.
That's a trip, actually. Oh man.
Poor Riker's like, I didn't do it.
Yeah, not my
Wasn't
kid.
either,
It's
son.
not my kid. It's not my kid. I
He's
want
like,
a DNA test.
He's like, I knew I had one out there somewhere.
They're just coming up out of the woodwork everywhere. Well, and then you have actually Alexander doing something useful.
I know.
Yeah.
Like what?
He was actually heroic.
This kid is not a waste of space.
He was almost Klingon-like.
Yeah.
There's just something so awkward about that kid's build, and I just can't put my finger
Well,
on
they're
it.
putting that massive makeup on a little kid's body, and without giving him some kind of like padding suit to make it kind of bounce out.
Yeah, so it's like his head is way too big.
Yeah, because like Worf's suit is padded, like the thing that
was
Michael
it?
Dorn, it's
Okay.
padded a little bit to make him look a little bigger, so that way the makeup doesn't stand out as much. Like if you watch Starfleet Academy, looking at the Klingon, Jaden, thank you. He looks so awkward because his body's so skinny
tiny,
and his head is so big.
Yeah, because they're not doing that now. Yeah.
Random fact. Do you know what else we saw the kid who played Alexander in?
Family ties.
Family Ties. He was the little boy who came up, who they had, I guess, to rescue the show, whatever his name was, but that was the same kid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They had multiple actors play Alexander though.
Yeah, but they settled on him. I think this guy who's playing it now played it the rest of the time until DS9.
There was one guy who played him in the first episode, and then this kid took him over for the rest of Deep Space Nine.
Okay.
And then they did like they do typically TV shows. They did the age jump without explaining it, where now all of a sudden Alexander's grown and he shouldn't be.
DS9. Yeah.
And this is the first appearance of Hannah Hatay as Molly. It was a different actress beforehand.
Yeah. Okay. Molly O'Brien.
Sean, don't watch this episode. We just gave you a spoiler for DS9.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just that the kid gets older.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
naturally.
I mean, he's gonna grow up. It's fine. But
Sean hates Alexander. Now he's like, I got to see him again in DS9.
for some reason, he's not as bad in DS9 because he's not a whiny kid. He's still whiny,
Yeah,
but
he's
like
whiny
he had a
adult.
bad father. So like,
Yeah.
what do you want? Like,
Yep.
He had a terrible upbringing.
Again, chicken or the egg? Is he a bad dad, or is he a bad dad because his kid sucked?
It's like the question I put: does Alexander suck because he had a bad dad, or is Worf a bad dad because Alexander sucks?
Exactly. Would you want to be around that kid?
No.
Nope.
No, he's the worst. But would I want to be around Worf? Like the guy can't keep me safe. The guy
Not on the Enterprise.
does not know how to have a conversation. Anytime there's a barrel around, he might end up paralyzed. Like this guy is a mess.
Yeah.
He can't do anything right.
Yeah,
What I
nice
wanna-
job protecting the Enterprise. Can we get to that?
What I want to know is, do Klingons believe in corporal punishment? And if so, why hasn't he whooped Alexander's ass yet?
You know they do.
Behind closed scenes, he's got a soundproof room.
You know they do. You know they're a violent culture.
He's got a leather bat lift.
That's how they solve their fights by violence. So why wouldn't, or their disagreements is by violence. So why wouldn't they?
The Klingons have no gods. We killed them.
Goodness. Okay. Yeah. So let's talk about some things. Let's talk about the big picture stuff, and then we'll go into the kid stuff, because Worf is a terrible security officer.
Terrible. And this is just like they do. It's so frustrating because
what drove me crazy is there's this Ferengi, absolutely nothing in his way. Worf takes a shot. He does like this and then gets Worf. Worf actually is behind something. He has
behind the console.
Cover. He could have ducked too.
Yeah, he was behind tactical, and this Ferengi's dead on shot. Meanwhile, Worf can't hit the freaking broadside of a bridge.
And part of my problem with this is, like, I understand the Federation would put their phasers on stun. These Ferengi would not be. They'd be shooting to kill. Now, the argument could be made it was a Klingon, so they needed a higher setting on their phasers or whatever. But, like, I don't like it when Federation officers are shot by, like, people like that, because they would have killed them.
By Romulans or whatever.
Yeah, they would kill them. So, like,
call that plot armor.
I know. Yeah. Figure out a different way to do it.
Mm-hmm. And figure out a better way for them to take over the Enterprise, because I actually enjoy this episode quite a bit, except for the taking over the Enterprise part, where it's just like,
I had a big problem with that.
So frustrating that they're like
too easy.
Like, why isn't Worf fired or demoted to somewhere else? Put him back at Khan. Let him fly the ship, for the love of God.
Also, Geordi has something to answer for as well. Why was the ship so easy to disable? They just got hit like 3 or 4 times.
Well, yeah.
Oh, the engines are down.
That's another thing. Like, so we have 2 Klingon bird of prey, and we've seen the Enterprise last longer.
Mm-hmm.
What?
That's what she said.
I love it when the D lasts forever. Hell yeah. So
I don't think women do, honestly. I don't think they would.
You don't like? They don't think they like the D?
Nick.
No. Sooner or later, you got to run out of the lithium.
Yeah.
Right?
Ladies, let us know.
How much
734. I'm
lithium?
kidding. I'm kidding.
How much
734-494-0980.
I was kidding.
Do you like it when the D lasts?
How much photons do you have in those tubes? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, sometimes it's more than others.
Sometimes you got to run out of photon torpedoes.
Depends on the episode.
Yeah, Voyager.
I was just thinking that.
38 photon
37.
torpedoes. 37, okay.
But
yeah, go ahead.
It's just so frustrating that this was okay, even in the writer's room. I know they only had a limited time to do it, but it seems like there's a better way to do it. Like, I don't know,
a computer virus or something.
A computer virus, or there's an ambassador. They beamed up somebody from the planet, and they were a Ferengi plant, and they were able to do something there. Just anything other than these 2 old rickety bird of prey being able to take out the Enterprise that quickly, and then the crew of the Ferengi being able to take over the ship that quickly.
See, I actually think that could have worked if the Enterprise didn't have its shields up, because right away when they attacked, their shields were already up. So if they came in,
and the shields were at 13% within 2 shots.
Right, exactly, and it's the Enterprise. There's no
from some old decommissioned birds of prey.
Exactly. So, like, if the shields were down and they fired, yeah, that could make a lot of sense, and maybe it closed all the bulkheads, so the bridge was isolated, and they were able to beam on and take over real quick. But like, simple changes to the episode structure could have fixed that, and they just didn't do it. I don't know why. Probably because Ronald D. Moore wasn't a fan of this episode in the first place.
He may have absolutely hated writing this episode, and his comments kind of lead you to that.
And
despite that, it was still a decent episode.
Yeah,
this is what I don't understand, because like that's what I'm reading about this, and a lot of people didn't like this. A lot of the writers, the producers, they didn't like this, and I'm like, this is a good episode.
It was a fun episode.
And it's okay. Not every episode has to be.
And it was really their fun, zany episode since like season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like outright. You had Q and all that kind of stuff, but nothing like this.
Mm-hmm.
Every episode can't be Tapestry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like they're talking about, like, even looking at some critical reception, like some guy gave it a 2 out of 10. Like, it rated as one of the most disliked episodes.
It had a lot of charm to it, I thought, despite its massive flaws.
Yeah.
The charm was able to undo the massive flaws.
Well, and I think the charm, and this goes back to the child actors because they knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, those are really good child
How
actors.
often do you see shows where they bring in a child actor and you're like, this is so distracting?
And anyway, wrote that he's like, working with children is the worst.
But these kids were great.
Yeah.
I mean, they were like, Guinan was knocked it out of the
Alexander
park.
could have learned some lessons from these kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have. I liked Laren's story about the backstory about how she was in a
Camp.
concentration camp, basically, right? And so she didn't have a childhood, and so, like, why would she want to go back to it? And Guinan's like, well, you have the opportunity, and finally gets her to be a kid for a minute there.
I like the part where she goes, I didn't even have a bed most of the time. Guinan jumped out, but you had a bed sometime.
Yeah, you had a bet some. And even that last scene with Guinan when she's aged up now and she goes and they're coloring together. I love that scene.
Yeah, it's
such a good scene.
Yes, Guinan rocked on.
Which speaks to like what you're saying, like they thought about keeping her as a child. Like that scene almost kind of reflects that. Like we're gonna help her through her trauma as a kid to make her a better officer.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that would have been weird to
Oh,
keep
for
her as
sure.
a kid, and then bring her back some point as an adult. You know.
This episode was actually filmed after DS9's Emissary,
What was it?
That's interesting.
but aired 2 months before.
That's interesting.
That is interesting. Sorry, I was just reading up on Memory Alpha.
So also, I was looking at the episode order, and me and Sean are going to be probably getting started on our Bill and Sean Goes Deep real soon, within the next week. So
I do plan on watching Emissary when you guys get into it, so let me know.
We need a theme song for them for that little thing for their little
Okay, we
Bill
can,
and Sean Go
let's
Deep.
let's talk about it.
Maybe it'll have to be like bow, chicka, bow, bow, bow,
no, people get the wrong
bow,
idea.
chicka, bow,
Oh,
wow. Bill
yeah.
goes deep. Bow,
I don't
chicka,
even want to
bow,
even
wow,
think it
with
Sean.
Sean.
Well,
We'll work. We're workshopping it.
We can do the DS9 theme.
Why would we do that?
I don't know. Okay.
We
Yeah,
come
where-
up
where's
with
the-
originals, Bill.
Okay,
just,
fine.
it's a surprise.
That's the wrong thing. Hold on. Hold on. I'm angry at you.
Damn it, Bill!
There we go.
I hate that look of disappointment in his eyes.
Stop crowding the table, Bill.
Oh my!
You crowned the table, Bill.
Crowding the table, Bill. This is from Big
Show
Fun.
meeting afterwards.
Okay. Show meeting afterwards. I think it's also an interesting thing to look at how quickly Picard came around to the idea of staying a kid. Where Rose struggled with it.
Well,
Keiko kind of
I
struggled
don't
with
think he
it.
ever accepted it. He just
He kind of did.
he realized the situation and how it all appears.
Picard's a practical person, so
Yeah.
he started thinking practically about it. It's like, okay, if I'm stuck like this, no point in crying about it. Might as well make the best of it.
And he talked to Beverly. It's like, can anybody ever take me seriously like this? And she basically said, "No, bro."
No, bro.
She's like, "Your chance with me left too."
Jack would never be born.
Yep.
It is just like but I feel like he was someone who would fight it every step of the way, and he really kind of didn't.
But he's so logical.
And yeah, and that I think is really in character for him because he is very logical.
I agree.
He's very
Okay.
practical.
All right.
And he's like, you know what? If this is my life now, then I got to just try to see what I can
And
do to make the best of it.
he's thinking about it. He goes into it and goes, "Okay, well, if I had an admiral that I had to report to in this situation, could I take him seriously? Even though I would put on a good face, no." So he very much would like realistically. I understand what other people's perception would be.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Jean-Luc.
Poor Jean-Luc.
I want my dad now, now, now.
I thought it was funny when they say what they say somebody asked him he
Really?
let's go back.
Tell me more.
That's the rewind sound.
So when he was formulating his plan to get on the bridge, and they said, "Is there any way? Do you know how you can do it?" He goes, "Unfortunately, I can only think of one way."
Yeah.
It's a trip.
So skip all that I just did with that brain fart. Can we rewind that and delete that?
Yeah, we don't edit.
We don't edit, man.
It'd have been funny if you say, "Yeah, we can do that," and then just didn't do it.
Yeah,
That
we're
would've been
totally
funny.
going to do that.
Yeah,
There
absolutely.
we go. Thank you.
When I
Absolutely.
put the video together later, I will totally do that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't want my fans seeing that.
No problem. Now you've just encouraged me to cut it and then replay it over and over again.
And I'd kill you. I don't care how good looking you are. I would kill you.
Stop. Just stop.
So this episode gets referenced in Deep Space Nine by Odo.
Yeah, because
the case of the Ferengi invading the Enterprise.
Yeah, when Worf comes on board and Worf tries to talk trash to Odo.
Oh, and he's like, "Hey, what about this time?"
Yeah.
yeah. You suck at security. Worf is terrible at security. How does he have his job?
Like
DEI. He's the only guy.
like,
Poor Cleon.
how could he not hit two Ferengi standing right next to each other?
To be fair, we're only seeing him once a week for like 22 weeks a year. Those other days, he might be great at his job.
Bill, you can be great at your job, but if you let someone take over your business and kick everyone else out, I think you're still going to get fired at some point.
If there's anything we learned about Starfleet is that they are very forgiving.
They're very forgiving. They're very forgiving. My gosh, this is the flagship of Starfleet, of the Federation.
And it's not the last time it'll probably happen where they just walk on the bridge and say, "This is ours now."
Yeah. Like, what if Riker didn't spit out his command code in time? They would have complete command of the ship. What the heck, man?
And even though in the technical manual it's supposed to respond to DNA or fingerprint imprints, so that way that should never happen in the first place.
Well, and on top of it,
Nerd alert.
And on top of it, there's no way that the Federation would allow that ship to get away in enough time, right? Like there would be some record of, like, they would find out something happened, they would warp out there and they would rescue the Enterprise, right?
Yeah.
Like there's no way. And the Romulans would be dumb to try to buy it, right? We're not like, this is too hot a property, right? Like we're not
The
doing
Romulans
it.
wouldn't care.
You don't think they're smart enough to be like, this is too hot on the black market?
The Browns would be like, "What? We didn't buy anything. What?
They're arrogant enough to do it and then rub it in the Federation's face. Like, look what we got.
We've got your flagship."
And now it's their flagship.
Yeah.
Even though their flagships are way bigger.
Yeah.
So
big.
So big, but not that powerful.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, in grand scheme of things.
That's what she said.
You always got to bring some power.
Got to bring in the power.
When you have the D, you got to bring the power with it.
Any other scenes that stand out to you in this episode?
I don't think so.
Bueller.
I think we pretty much covered it all.
Did we? In just 25 minutes, we covered the whole episode?
I mean, there's.
I can't think of anything. This is why we need 2 episodes again.
Yeah. Soon.
Well, part of it is this isn't an episode that leaves a lot of room for deep.
Well, it does ask the question to you both. If given the opportunity, would you go back and be a kid again for X amount of time?
Knowing what I know now.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Would you?
Yes. If I had a chance to restart over again, the only thing that would stop me from starting over again is my relationship with my wife. I don't know if she'd want me if I went back to being like 12 years old. But if she was cool with it, hell yes.
So I don't think she'd be cool with it.
I don't think she would either.
But it's kind of tough. I mean, I don't think I want to do it like now. If I could transport to myself when I was a youngster, like time travel in maybe.
Well, maybe not go back to 12, but maybe go back to maybe 35.
I would love to go to 16 when I met some people I was going with, like hanging out with the theater at. I'd love to re-experience that for a year.
So we're talking about time travel. You're talking about time travel.
In this instance, that's what I'd love to do. I wouldn't like to revert back to a child form now.
Gotcha.
But if you're like given the opportunity to go like, hey, you can go jump in your old body when you were a youngster just during this time frame, then I would consider that, depending on the time frame. If it's like if there's no end on it, maybe not. But they're like, you could just experience this again for a year or whatever it might be. Then maybe. Mm-hmm. I don't know, because I try to not live with regrets or anything like that. But it would be kind of, because I have a terrible memory.
No regrets.
It would be kind of fun to be able to experience and maybe try to retain some of that information that I've lost.
So in other words, if you did that, it would seem like looking back, but you've spent your life looking forward. There's a line from the episode.
Yeah, it's true. I'll look at you.
Deep.
Look at you, man.
Deep.
Look at you.
So deep.
Look at me.
So deep.
Look at me.
Bill goes deep.
Bill goes deep. I love
Without Sean. I just realized that sounds awful. Bill and Sean goes deep.
Yeah, you guys.
It was Sean's idea. But now we're stuck with this
you
double
are.
entendre of a name.
Yes, you are.
That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine.
We got to come up with a graphic for it, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a very, like a graphic with
a very
a lot of implication.
A very innocent graphic.
Very innocent graphic. Yes. Very, very,
I was
very.
going to say, just put our heads next to the Deep Space Nine.
Where's the fun in that?
No, that's not fun. We're going to put your heads on Moogie.
you could have our heads docking with the docking pylons in Deep Space Nine.
We'll figure it out.
Nah, that's dumb.
I got 2 messages on Instagram asking, because I posted a picture of the Keeping Up with the Kardashians shirt at Disney World.
Yeah.
2 messages saying, where can I get one?
Oh. Nice. That's nice.
Show meeting.
Yep.
Show meeting. All right. Well, I mean, I suppose that's it for this episode. I mean, there's not much, like you said, we can discuss about it. I mean, it's a fun episode, not super deep. I wouldn't want to be a kid again. No, thank you. Hard pass.
I mean, look, as long as I don't have to go through high school again, I'll be fine.
There's that.
I get that.
There are 2 types of people. There are the types of people who look back on their high school years fondly and wish they can go back, and then there's other people who hated every second of it. And I was that latter group. I hated just about every second of high school.
I just got kicked out of school, so I got a new experience every year.
I mean, I wouldn't have met Leslie without high school. So
I was just as nerdy in high school as I am now.
I was just as nerdy, but I wasn't as confident in it, so it actually hurt me. Like, if I would have just went back in high school and been like, I don't give a what you think or say, I would have been much happier. But I was so concerned with what other people thought.
Yeah, ditto.
I was a bit different.
Yeah, I know you were. You still are.
That's true.
You still are.
I wish I'd have known you in high school.
Yeah?
You seem like you'd be cool. He'd have been all right, too. Actually, I think Nick and I probably would have been good friends
We
in
would
high
have
school.
been. We would have been friends in high school.
We've had a lot of same interests.
We would have got along very well.
Yeah.
We would have been good friends. I can promise you that.
Chums.
Hey.
All right, let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go through some ratings. Who is that at my front door? Go away, sir.
Better than your back door. Hey-o.
Sorry, I'm looking at my Nest thermostat thing, or my not thermostat.
Thermostat is a temperature
You know
control
what
device.
I mean. You know what I mean. Doorbell. Gosh, Rascals.
Don't call me a rascal. Oh, okay, I got you.
You know what's so funny? For as much as I love this episode, I feel like it would be really wrong for me to give it a super high rating, so I'm like 7.
I was thinking like 6, between 6 and 7. So I would say 7.
7?
I don't even care about their judgment. I'm giving it a 7.5 because I just
7?
get a lot of joy. Like, it's a very rewatchable episode. Other than
it is. It's a fun episode. It can be rewatched easily.
I've always been the type of person I can forgive
shall I put a rating in?
illogical and inconsistencies as long as I'm entertained. I mean, and that episode.
Are you not entertained?
There was a lot in that episode that didn't make sense, but you know what? I don't care. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Yep.
I mean, I will say so far we're pretty consistent with season 6. We're all around the 6 to 8 ratings for these. Minus, there's a couple episodes like Man of the People was a rough one.
That was
an episode that was poorly written and had a lot of mistakes that I couldn't get past them.
Right, exactly.
But there were some good points to that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were two good points. Yeah. I mean, actually, Rob, you gave Realm of Fear a 5.5, but beyond that, like you've consistently been 6.5 to 8.
I noticed kind of. I was looking at the ratings when I was watching True Q, and so I could rate it when I was gone.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I've been like, this is high ratings for me.
Yeah. I mean, we're in the. I think. I want to say season 6 is probably the pinnacle of Next Generation.
And I know in season 7, there were a lot of episodes that critics didn't like and a lot of fans didn't like. And I enjoyed all of them. But there were a lot of episodes in episode 7 that just...
There's some weirdness in season 7 when you get to Sub Rosa and all that stuff.
Yeah.
There's some Brandon Braga episodes where he kind of loses his mind.
I like that episode. I like Sub Rosa, but I could see why other people don't like it. But it gave us a great meme.
Hell yeah, it did.
Crush and her ghosts.
She a freak.
My gosh, she a freak in the sheets, baby. Good for her.
The other episode that a lot of people didn't care for, but I liked, is the episode, and I can't remember the name, when they encountered the comet. There was a comet that they encountered, and it had like this structure inside the comet, and it started changing the Enterprise, and Data became like had multiple personalities.
Oh, Mask.
I forgot about that one.
Mask is the name of the episode.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
a lot of people didn't care for that episode. I like that episode.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that episode. So, I mean, maybe I'm not as familiar with season 7 as I think I am.
I know people don't like Genesis, but I like that episode a lot too.
Which one was that?
They have some really great songs.
The Evolve.
Oh, yeah. I like that one too.
Face of the Enemy, I think is in
It's
season
also
7.
a very good book.
There's also the
very early book.
Very early.
In the beginning, Gene Roddenberry created Star Trek.
It was called Masks.
Bam! Nailed it! Bill, you'll know my nerdum. I used to know every one of these episodes' names with ease.
I used to as well. And
Yeah.
It's been a while since I watched them, and I was like, "What's the name of the episode? Damn it, I don't remember."
Oh man, I used to like everything. It was unhealthy.
Anyways, anything else, gentlemen?
Nice to see you guys.
I mean, this. You know what? To be fair, our episodes have been trending longer, and this is a nice, tight, hour-long episode.
Okay.
Last week was like an hour 40.
Oh, 47 minutes.
Anytime with Sean, it's going to be longer. That's what she said. So, I mean, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But that's
You just made Sean more popular.
I did.
Anytime with Sean, it's longer.
It's longer.
Hey.
Hey. Well, next week we continue our review. We have one episode. It's a fistful of datas. And it's a bill-less episode next week. So Sean's coming in
Send
next
in your
week.
rating if you
I
want.
will send my rating.
Make sure you send in your ratings. And then we got to get prepared for
Is Chain Command after
Bill
that?
and Sean Go Deep. No, there's one more after that, I think. There is Quality of Life.
This is Chief O'Brien's last episode was this episode, I believe, that we just watched.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
Really? In the entirety of...
TNG.
Until the
Other
finale.
than until the finale.
Wow. Poor O'Brien. But because he goes to...
He goes Deep
Go
Space Nine.
DS9.
Oh, never
He
mind.
loses his rank and gets enlisted somehow.
Yeah, what's up with that?
He's always been enlisted. They just couldn't settle on his PIP. But he's always been Chief O'Brien.
True.
That's
true.
true. That's true.
Maybe it was an
Okay.
honorary rank on the Enterprise because he moved to a station. They actually went and enlisted.
And actually, I take that back. Before he became Chief O'Brien, before they even gave him a name, because the first episode, couple of episodes he was
He
in,
didn't, yeah.
he didn't have a name.
And he wore red.
And they couldn't figure out what his title or name was going to be. Then, by the time he was Chief O'Brien, he was a chief.
Okay.
Well, good for him. He got promoted. Goes, but they don't explain where he goes. He just disappears, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Even, I imagine on a military
They
vessel, that happens a lot.
They
People
explained
get
it on
resigned.
the first episode of Deep Space
Yeah,
Nine.
because he was going to just leave, and Captain Picard came to greet him in the transporter room.
Yep.
Was like,
Are you just gonna bounce like that?
You're just gonna like say
Mr. O'Brien, I'm glad I didn't miss you.
Oh my gosh!
That's more Sean Connery. I can do a pretty decent Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Can you?
I thought I could.
Oh,
but maybe I can't.
You guys ever watch The Pest?
Yes.
The pest.
There's a scene in The Pest when
scene?
he's fighting Scottish people or a Scottish mob or something like that. And anytime someone mentions Sean Connery, they go Sean Connery, and he's a god. I'll find the clip.
Is that the movie with Rob? What's his name from SNL?
There it is. John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo. Oh yes, I know that chap.
Bloody good.
Oh my gosh!
What's so fucking funny?
Hey, we should do a whole episode in an accent.
You've said
Damn
that
it,
before.
Bill.
You should give it a shot.
Well, I would do it.
I have to get ready with my.
I have to
Nigerian
rehearse.
accent.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I used to do a pretty good Nigerian accent.
oh my gosh! Well, this was Nick.
This will always be Bill.
This is still Rob.
Thanks for keeping up with us, everyone. We'll see you next week with fistfuls of datas.
Yes.
Bye.
I won't see you. I won't be here.
Ah. Yes. No way. He was young.